Welcome, folks, one and all, to Let's Play Neverwinter Nights, Shadows of Undrentide. This is a expansion pack to the original Neverwinter Nights. Released in 2002 for the PC, it was the first game to use 3.0 rules, which turned out to be a catastrophic problem because they had to release 3.5, which was basically the sorry version of 3.0. I'm playing the Shadows of Undrentide for two reasons. One, I've played Neverwinter Nights original before and Shadows of Undrentide is new. And second, because it will be an interesting experience because we'll be going to a completely different area that you don't really go to in many of the other ones. I'm having to record this in a strange manner. I'm having to Audacity my microphone so that I can hear it, I can alter the volume of it, and fraps the sound of the game. So hopefully there aren't going to be any huge desync issues that come with this. So let's make a new character, and we will go and click the Undrentide, Chapter 1, and create a new character. And at this point I will be clicking the gender button right now, just in case I need to sync it. Let's go back now, and pretty much, you create a level 1 character and you take them all the way up to level 15 in Shadows of Undrentide. In the sequel, Hordes of the Underdark, you have to generate a level 15 character if you haven't already. I am going to pick gender, and I'm going to be a male. I've already decided my character generally. And the race is going to be human. Don't want to pick any of the other ones, I definitely want to make a sub-race, so human is fine. And out of all these portraits, which some amusing ones are, for instance, this one, where it's like, I'm a small boy, and that man, and the crazy guy with the garrote, and him, quite possibly the worst adventurer in the world, as well as him, he's pretty bad as well. Let's be honest, we do one, I think. That's an old one. But, of all the ones that I wanted to be, this is the one I want, because ironically enough, I'm going to be a relatively old first level character. Yes, I know, doesn't really fit, does it? Old first level character. Class will be a cleric. I originally wanted to play a rogue and go to assassin, but cleric is probably going to suit me better. So let's press OK on that. We've all seen the clerics before in Temple of Elemental Evil, divine casters, channeler of holy power, and foes of the undead. As for alignment, it recommends lawful neutral. I pick chaotic good. It allows me to do wonderful things without giving a rat's ass about what the law thinks about them. Because the law be darned. Abilities, that's what it recommends. I'm going to make some slight alterations. I'm going to reduce that and increase that, reduce that and increase that, and reduce that and increase that. I'm going to be slightly stronger, less charismatic, but just as wise and dexterous, and that's probably going to do. Packages! This is where you can set up all of your default options. No. Not going to do that. I'm going to give myself the concentration skill so I can cast in combat, which is going to be important. I'm going to give myself the persuade skill so I can get additional information or bonus treasures. And half of my points will be in spellcraft to identify enemy spells in their cast, and half of it into lore. And I had 2 spells at 2 feats at first level, one for being human and one for being level 1. Martial weapon proficiency is my first one because I want to be able to use great swords, and luck of heroes, which gives me a +1 bonus to all saving throws. Pretty darn useful if you ask me. Now as far as domains are, they don't work like in 3.5. You can't use them in such a way that they will give you a bonus set of spell slots. They give you bonus spells and some lesser abilities, but they're not as good as they are in 3.5. I'm going to pick Strength and Sun. It recommends Healing and Sun, but I'm going to pick Strength because it fits my character type and description. It gives me a bonus to Strength, 2 + 1 for 3 characters, duration of 5 rounds plus the character's Charisma. Actually, Healing probably is going to be good. It empowers all healing spells. Well, the basic ones, and it gives me Cure Serious Wounds at 2nd level. which is actually pretty darn good. Let's go with Healing Sun. Customize pretty much just decides what my person looks like. There is a great face I decided on. Not that one, he's going bald. This one. No tattoos, and you can make him a really girthy man, which is no point to give him loads of robes. Yes, I have robes! But I think I decided on that. It's fine. Skin colour, make him a little more tan. His hair colour, we'll make him starting to grey.
Get on them! Attack, I say!
He is 32, and he is called Barry Coleman. I don't know if this is a alternate dimension that Barry Coleman is coming from, but
Get on him! Attack!
it's going to work. The only thing that I highly hope in this game is that I'm able to sync up the volume sufficiently. It's going to make it a little more complicated to create the videos, but hopefully in the compression that will be sorted. I'll just have to lower the decibels of my volume in when I'm recording. I've spent hours trying to get this configured correctly. It's going to be very annoying if this doesn't end up working. So until we start, I will tell you a few things. Movies in this, no. The movies just completely fail to record in Windows 7 for me. I can't record the movies whatsoever. So I'm just going to have to explain what happens in them. It's not a huge loss. I don't think there are actually many movies in the game, especially in this one. There are movies, I believe, at the beginning of every chapter, and this Shadows of Undrentide only has 2 chapters. So that's all good. And hopefully this will start the beginning of all of my Fraps LPs on my new Windows 7 computer. I mean, it's being a bit more annoying to record, but apart from that, as long as I can still record, it's going to be good. And I highly hope you guys stick along for the ride. It's going to be a long Let's Play. Barry Coleman here can only have one other companion, which is the reason why I picked a cleric. Clerics have all the healing magic, full healing magic I might add, complete spell progression for healing, and a ability to use heavy armor. I'm going to give him a great sword so he can fight as well, because my ideal companion for this is going to be a very interesting one. Get him later, I think, so until then I might have to replace him with a rogue or some sort of other character. But for now, we're going to call it quits there, and when we come back, we will have dealt with getting past the movie, and I'll explain what happens in the movie, and we'll be back. So until then, folks, until then, I'll see you in the game proper. Catch you later.